Welcome back to the channel today, guys, for some, frankly, not so good news. It's not a great video, as we see HIDIVE announces select shutdown outside of North America. Now, if you don't know what HIDIVE is one of the very few remaining streaming services that we have outside of Netflix that, more importantly, is not owned by Sony. Sony is building a gigantic monopoly on anime, and people have not been noticing it. And HIDIVE was one of the only places that wasn't owned by Sony that you could stream anime legally. And some of it is shutting down outside of the States. Let's read a bit and get into it, because it's not good news. HIDIVE has become a big player in the anime streaming world because it's one of the only services left. But it seems that the platform will go dark in some countries. Now let's get a bit more into this to give you a good idea, but it's not good news. Anime is continuing to be a hot ticket item in the world of entertainment. Yes, it is. It is. Anime is at an all-time high right now, and that is great. While streaming services such as Netflix, Max, Amazon Prime, and more are taking the opportunity to create their own anime exclusives, yes, they are. There aren't nearly as many platforms that focus only on anime. While Crunchyroll has made itself the premier streaming service for anime, platforms like HIDIVE are attempting to give the behemoth some competition. Unfortunately, it seems that HIDIVE is looking to stop its service in a number of countries next month, which is just terrible. Because to my knowledge, in some countries, I think they can't even get, like, Crunchyroll here. I think some countries can't even get Crunchyroll. So HIDIVE was their only source to watch anime legally. So without that, I just see pirating rising even higher. And that's already a problem in the anime community. Piracy, which I'll tell you guys now is never going to go away. There's no way it's ever going to go away. Because there's never going to come a time when someone wakes up one day and decides, oh, I'm going to start paying for this instead of watching it for free, you know? I don't agree with piracy, but let's be real. Everyone in the anime community has done it. Let's keep it $1.50. And I don't think getting rid of HIDIVE here, obviously, is going to make things better. It's not. Oh, man. Let's get into a little more information, I suppose, but already not good news. HIDIVE first launched in 2017, offering anime fans some exclusive anime series that couldn't be found elsewhere. The platform has seen, yes, they do mention this, good. The platform has seen some success with the likes of Oshi no Ko, which was an exclusive on HIDIVE for a while. Eminence in Shadow, which is on there right now. And one of my personal favorites, Call of the Night. I don't know about y'all, but when Call of the Night was airing last year, the amount of trailers I would get from HIDIVE promoting the series is actually insane. HIDIVE really does put out some good promotion for series. There's some trailers that they've shown for shows that I would never have watched if I didn't see the trailer from HIDIVE. So they really do have some good shows. That's why this sucks. Unfortunately, subscribers recently took notice of a message from the platform that the service would only be made available in the United States, Canada, Ireland, the United Kingdom, and Australia. If you don't live in one of these countries, you'll be out of luck on December 31st. And that sucks. That should not be the case, man. I know some of y'all in my subscriptions gotta be from overseas. Let me know in the comments if you are, seriously. Do you guys get Crunchyroll everywhere? Like, is HIDIVE a platform that you used constantly? I would like to know. I'd like to see how many of you guys actually used HIDIVE when it was going around and just how useful it was. And just the fact that Sony itself owning everything is not good. Monopolies are not good, man. We're literally seeing that in other entertainment industries where Disney's buying up everything and now Sony's buying up anime. It's not good for companies to have monopolies on these things, guys, because it severely limits what can be put out, what can be made, and more importantly, the creativity of these series. They can do. Like a studio like Disney are going to highly censor stuff. Sony will censor stuff eventually. This is not a good thing. Here's HIDIVE's statement, which I haven't even read, actually, so this will be very enlightening. I want to hear this, so let's read it. In a newly released statement, the streaming service addressed the issue and stated that HIDIVE will be pulling back its service from a number of countries outside of the United States. And here's what they say. We are constantly evaluating the HIDIVE offering and our area of operation, and unfortunately, the service will no longer be available in certain areas outside of North America as of December 14th, 2023. Going forward, we will endeavor to make our content available to you via local platforms when possible. Okay. Please note that you will have full access to our content library on our website, HIDIVE.com, through December 31st of this year. Okay, so that's a consolation prize, I guess, but not really. We sincerely appreciate your business and apologize for the inconvenience. HIDIVE was part of Sentai Filmworks initially, which was another company that's still around. They still get series from time to time, but they're not as prominent as they were. With both being purchased by AMC Networks in 2022. Yep. Earlier this year, HIDIVE began a partnership with Japan's Minachi Broadcasting System, which netted the service a number of upcoming anime exclusives, as we saw earlier. In recent days, the streaming service has still been announcing new anime exclusives for its service, and it has yet to be seen how this decision will affect the service. This is another factor that people don't consider. The fact that they're only limited to what they say, like 5 or 6 different countries now, will that affect the anime that HIDIVE can get? Because for HIDIVE to realistically compete with Crunchyroll, they got to get banger shows, man. And like I said, they got Oshi no Ko, they got Eminence in Shadow, they got Call of the Night. 3 very good series. And they have even more on the platform. But if they start limiting themselves, they might be more selective with series they get. They might not be able to get more series. So this is something we have to consider too. Again, just not good news at all. Just a very dour video, I have to say, overall. This is not good for the anime community, frankly. HIDIVE shutting down in some states. So let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. I would truly like to know. I didn't even know if I was going to do a video on this, but I thought this was definitely worth talking about and discussing because this is upsetting news. We could be going in a very bad direction for anime and anime content moving forward. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. Scary times, guys. I thought we were past Halloween here. But until next time, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day. Here's hoping our next video is going to be a happier one. But until then, deuces, and I'll see you later.